welcome back to my channel, everyone. Hi, my name is Ronnie, and today we're going to make this cute little dragonfly. So what will you need to make this dragonfly today? Well, you will need whatever color yarn you plan on using. Today I'm going to use these two colors. This color is going to be for the body, and this color is going to be for the wings. You will also need a pair of scissors. Today I'm using a 4mm hook. You will need a darning needle, a stitch marker, 2 safety eyes with their backs, and a little bit of stuffing. You can use any kind of stuffing that you have. I'm using fiberfill. So get your body color ready and your hook, and we'll begin. I'll be right back. First we're excuse me. First we're going to start off with a magic ring. And in that magic ring, we're going to place 6 single crochets. Once you have that done, close your circle. And we will be working in the round. So in each of those 6 single crochets, we're going to place 2 single crochets. I like to crochet over my tail, and that way I don't have to mess with it later. Once you get done placing your last single crochet, I place the stitch marker in the last stitch. Round 3, you're going to place 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the fourth stitch. This is your repeat for this round. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, a single crochet in the third stitch, and 2 single crochets in the fourth stitch. You have one more set to do, so I'll just go ahead and do it. So now our work has started to curl. So just turn that right side out. For rows 4 and 5, we're just going to place one single crochet in each stitch around. At the end of each round, you still should have 15 stitches. So go ahead and do that, and when my 5th round is done, I'll be back. Okay, I have that done. Before we move on, we're going to place the eyes. So we're going to go down in between the 4th and the 5th row. First, we're going to make sure that our tail is in the back of the work. And the 5th row is that last row that we did. And we're going to place the eyes. Okay, I've placed my eyes. Just a minute. Let me see how far apart these ones are. Hey, did it right. So I put my eyes in right here, and there's 5 holes in between them. So now we're going to put the backs on them. And there you go. Your eyes are in. For row 6, it's time to decrease. So we need to put one single crochet in the first stitch, one single crochet in the second stitch, one single crochet in the third stitch, and then we're going to decrease. This is your repeat for this round. One single crochet in the first stitch, one single crochet in the second stitch, one single crochet in the third stitch, and then decrease. And do that one more time. You should now have 12 stitches. Row 7. One single crochet in the first stitch, one crochet, single crochet in the second stitch, and then a single crochet decrease. And this will be your repeat for this round. One single crochet in the first stitch, one single crochet in the second stitch, and then a single crochet decrease. You need to repeat that one more time. And now you should have 9 stitches. So now we're going to stuff the head just a little bit. And puts a little bit more in there. Okay, so now we have 9 stitches from rows 8 till 13. Excuse me. We're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. At the end of each row, you will still have 9 stitches. So once my 6 rows are done, then I'll return. If you see this, I have a finger inside my head. I'm holding not only my work that way, but I'm also holding the stuffing down. And then if you do occasionally get stuffing, like I've got stuffing that's coming through because I pulled it through with my hook, you just pull on that and it'll come out. And you can either stick it back in your head or throw it away. Anyway, I'm going to pause now and do my 6 rows and then I'll be back. Okay, so I got the 13 rows done. And here in a minute we're going to stuff it. But I wanted to let you know that sometimes when you're doing big rounds like that, the 5 through, or the 8 through the 13, we tend to get lost as to what row we're on. So I'm going to show you an easy way of figuring out your row. You take your needle, and right here is where we left off. If we go on this side of the stitch marker and count from the very beginning, which is this here, you see all these bumps? These bumps indicate that that is a row. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that's how many rows we have. Sometimes going in the rounds, if you count on the left-hand side of your stitch marker, you will be off 1 round because your ending chain moves every round. So whenever you count your rounds, make sure you're counting them on the right side. So now let's go ahead and stuff the body part. Need some more stuffing. I have this great big huge, I think it's 26-ounce bag of stuffing. So what I do is I take a whole bunch and put it in this gallon baggie. And then I keep it by wherever I'm working, because I tend to make a lot of amigurumis. So it's easy just to grab it, pull some more stuffing out of it, and go on. If you're into superheroes, my son has ordered a few superheroes that I'll be doing tutorials on, but I told him that I had a few projects I'm working on now and I have to get those done first because I've been working on them too long. Okay, row 14. We're going to place one single crochet in the first stitch and then a single crochet decrease. This will be your repeat for this round. One single crochet in the first stitch and then a single crochet decrease. And do that one more time. So you should have 6 stitches now. And once again, we're going to do some more rows. So row 15 through 25, we're just going to place one single crochet in each stitch round. At the end of each round, you should still have 16 stitches. I have tiny fingers, so my tiny fingers can fit in that hole. But here in just a second, I'll show you a different way that you can place your stitches. If your fingers can't fit in the hole, then fold your work in half. And then you can just easily place your stitches through that way too. Do all the stitches. Then open the hole up and fold it down again and go on. Either way works just fine. I'll be back when my 25th row is done. Okay, I've got that done. If your dragonfly, if his body is too long, then I suggest you cut back a few rows. Before we stuff it, we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1, fasten off and leave a little bit of a long tail because we got to sew the end in. So I'm done with that color. Get my poker stick out. These sticks, they come in your stuffing bag. And I'll show you why here in just a second. So you take your stuffing, and because there's just 6 stitches, the hole's not very big. So you take this poker and you can push your yarn or push your fiber fill down inside that hole. And once you have all the stuffing in there, just push and it'll go. Might have to do it a couple of times, but it will move down where you need it to go. Then you get a little bit more and you repeat the process. I'll show you one more time. So I'm going to finish stuffing this off camera, and then when I come back we'll do some more. I'll be right back. Okay, once you're satisfied with your stuffing, you can put your stuffing away because we won't need it no more. We don't stuff the wings on this one. You put your yarn tail on your needle, and we're just going to weave in and out between the stitches. And once you get to the end, just pull, and that closes that circle up. So now you need to make a knot. Like that. And then we're going to hide our tail end in our work. So we go down into the body, through the stuffing, and out a hole. You go in the same hole, in through the stuffing, and out another hole. Now I'm just going to work it up the body. Go in that same hole and come out another hole, probably out its head. Right there. Best way to do that is to do it 3 times. So pull. Don't worry if your work shrivels up a little. Cut that yarn. Fix your body. And now your body is done. So if you've decided that your body is too long, which this one is for my daughter, so it don't matter, you can shorten the rows. This is the one I needed for my Garden Life blanket. So I made his body tiny. As you can see here, he's a little bit shorter than the other one that I'm just making. So now, set your body aside because we won't need it for a little while. And get the next color out. It's time to make these wings. You will have to make 2 big wings and 2 little wings. First, we're going to start off with the big wings. I'll be right back. First, we're going to start off with a magic circle. And in the magic circle, we're going to place 6 single crochet. Once you have your 6 single crochets, you can close your circle. In each of the 6 single crochets, we're going to place 2 single crochets. Where's my stitch marker? Just a minute, I've lost my stitch marker. Found it. Sorry about that. Our next row is an increase 2, so we'll place 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and 2 single crochets in the third stitch. This is your repeat for this round. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and 2 single crochets in the third stitch. Finish this all the way around and I'll meet you at the end. Round 4, 1 single crochet in each stitch around. I'll meet you at the end. You should have 16 single crochets. Since it's curling up, flip it out, turn the right side out. So now we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to place 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch, a single crochet in the fifth stitch, a single crochet in the sixth stitch, and then we're going to decrease. And then you're going to repeat it. So 1 single crochet in 6 stitches, and in the last 2 stitches you're going to place a decrease. You should now have 14 stitches around. And then we're going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. At the end, you still should have 14 single crochets. I'll be right back. Row 7, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch, and 1 single crochet in the fifth stitch, and then decrease. And you're going to repeat that one more time. So you'll have 1 single crochet in 5 stitches and then a decrease. You should have 12 stitches now. Row 6, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And I'll meet you at the end. Round 9, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, and 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch. Then a single crochet decrease. And you're going to repeat that one more time. So 1 single crochet in the 4 stitches, and then a single crochet decrease. You should now have 10 stitches. Rows 10 and 11, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And you should still have 10 stitches around. I'll be back when my 11th row is done. Round 12, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and 1 single crochet in the third stitch, then a single crochet decrease. And you're going to repeat this one more time. 1 single crochet in the 3 stitches, and then a single crochet decrease. You should now have 8 stitches. And once again, we're going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around for rows 13 and 14. When I get done with row 14, I'll be back. Last round. You're going to place 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and then a single crochet decrease. And we're going to do it again. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and then a single crochet decrease. And then in the very next stitch, we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to fasten off and leave a long tail for sewing. Because we have to sew this onto the body. So once you have that done, you need to fold it in half. I like to fold it in half to where our knot is on the side of the work. I have to change my battery. When I come back, we're going to do the bottom wings. I'll be right back. Okay, bottom wing. So first we're going to start off with the magic circle. This is going to be pretty much the same pattern as the big wing, only shorter. So we're going to start off with 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Then when you get the 6 in there, go ahead and close up your magic ring. And now we're going to place 2 single crochets in the 6 stitches. So the first round you had 6 single crochets, and in this second round you'll have 12. Round 3. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the third stitch. This is your repeat for this round. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and 2 single crochets in the third stitch. And I'll meet you at the end. Now it's time for the decreases. So 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch, 1 single crochet in the fifth stitch, and 1 single crochet in the sixth stitch. Then single crochet decrease. And you need to repeat that again. You now have 14 stitches. Round 5. One single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch, and 1 single crochet in the fifth stitch. Then single crochet decrease. And once again, you need to repeat that. You now have 12 stitches. For round 6, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. When you get to the end, you'll still have 12 stitches. Once mine is done, I'll meet back up with you. I hate it when I do that. Round 7. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 1 single crochet in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the fourth stitch, and then a single crochet decrease. You need to repeat this one more time. You now should have 10 stitches around. For round 8, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around. I'm just going to do this round since there's only 10 stitches. And we have 2 rounds left. Round 9. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and 1 single crochet in the third stitch, then a single crochet decrease. You need to repeat this one more time. You should now have 8 stitches. Last round, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and then a single crochet decrease. You need to repeat this one more time. You now should have 6 stitches around, and in the next stitch, slip stitch, chain 1, fasten off, leaving a long tail to sew it on. So now we're all done with the yarn. Unless you still have wings to make, which I don't, mine are all made. So you need to have two of the small wings, 2 of the big wings, and then your body. So go ahead and pause here and rewind if you still have wings to make. Once I come back, then we'll sew the wings onto the body. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to sew on the wings. And as you see, I've already sewn on the big wing and the small wing on one side. This is fairly easy. I'll show you and get close up. I go in between, I pick up the stitches like you normally would when you're crocheting, front and back loop. And then I'll go into the body like this, and then when I come out, I'll go into the next stitch over. And that's how we go in and out of the body and the wing. Okay, so I understood that in my head. I really hope you understood that when I spoke it. The hardest thing here will be lining your wings up. Or in my point of view, that's the hardest thing for me. So once you get your wing where you want it to, take your tail and go into the body and come out a hole. Then we're going to turn our work and hold it a different way. And we're going to go back down in the same hole that we came out of. See if I can show you this way. I'm going underneath both loops, the front and the back loop. See my needle there? And that's where I'm going to come out at. So then when I go back down, I'm going to go into the next stitch over and go down into the body and come out the back. And then you want to kind of pull tight. So see, now it's stuck there. It's not going anywhere because we've put a couple stitches in it. And that's what we're going to do all the way around. Flip it over. Go in the same hole. Find your next stitch and come up through it. Go down, find your next stitch and go down and into the body and come out another hole and pull tight. And repeat that until you get all the way around. And so once you've gotten all the way around, I'm on my last one now. I'm going to come out the back somewhere. Make sure you pull tight on that last one. And then I'm going to leave my tail alone for right now. It's right here. I'm going to leave that there. And I'll show you why in a minute. So grab your small wing and put it on your needle. We're going to slide it up next to the other wing, the big wing. I need to come out just a little bit there. You're just going to snuggle it up into, it's like putting a puzzle together. Your piece will fit there. We're not going to lap it or anything. So when you found where you're going to place it, go in the body. Make sure you don't wrap your yarn around the body or the wings. And then we're just going to repeat what we did with the big wing. Go in the same hole and find your next stitch. Make sure you get both loops on there and pull it out. Go down into the next stitch and into the body and come out another hole and pull tight. And just keep doing that until you get all the way around. It does help to turn your work around occasionally. I'm going to go down one more time, and then I'm going to come out where my other tail is. So now take your needle off of your yarn, double knot these two ends together. And cut the excess off. And put these on your hook, or on your needle, I'm sorry. And we're going to hide this in our yarn just like we have with every other end. You might need to pull a little tight because of that double knot, but it will go through your hole. Once you've done that 3 times, pull tight and clip your yarn. Now straighten out your little dragonfly. Zoom out just a lot. So here is my dragonfly. And yes, he's a little bit bigger than my other dragonfly, and there was a reason for that. I showed Cammie her dragonfly and she was ecstatic about it. She's so happy. I'm glad. She doesn't care the one's bigger than the other. She just definitely likes, it doesn't matter what it is, she loves everything I make. That's good. She's my #1 support. She's my #1 fan. Anyway, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. and hitting the notification bell. That way you will get notified of all of my uploaded videos. My next video will be of this dragonfly and the butterfly. I'm going to take both of those and sew them on flower squares. So that will be my next video. And then we'll crochet the squares together and put a border on the afghan. If you have liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or concerns, please post them in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my videos and returning. Please be safe out there. Bye.